Before you spend another $20 to $40 on a Wix or Squarespace website, I want to walk you through Card, the website builder that I think that could have everything you want, and it only costs $20 per year. Let's start by zooming out and seeing why our customers are actually visiting our website. Most customers are going to want our address, phone number, and email, as well as our social media accounts. They're also going to want to learn more about us. They want to know if we're credible and if our brand aligns with what they're looking for. So this architectural firm here says they build for people that want a warm, practical house that's built to last. So if that's what the customer is looking for, it's a match made in heaven. Not only do customers expect certain information, they're also going to judge us how we present that information. So again, using this architectural firm, they're going to look to see, is this website very good looking? Is it professional? Is it easy to navigate with these menus? Can they find information quick and easy without the menus? And does it load fast? If it takes more than 2 seconds, they're going to leave. If we don't have anything I just mentioned, they're going to leave. And 88% of all customers will leave and never come back. Now, when they do this judgment of us, they're going to do it within 50 milliseconds. So it's very important we make a great first impression. So to do that, I recommend always using pictures. Now, this architectural firm website has past projects they've recently done. And as you can see, these are looking very expensive and they look like they're well designed. So with pictures, you're saying 1,000 words very quickly and conveying a lot of information very fast. So on your website, go ahead and put pictures to convey what you've done to establish that credibility our customers are looking for. I would like to talk about Wix and Squarespace now, and the reason why I don't think they're a great option for you. And the reason why is they're trying to become an all-in-one website builder with tons and tons of new features. But just because they can have all those features doesn't mean they should. And let's take a look into that. So I'm on Wix's website and they're charging you $17 a month for all these features. I don't know what these two mean, or this one. That's too technical, I would say, for most people. So let's dive into the plans specifically. And for the marketing, it looks like you can only get 4 forms and 10 fields per form. Okay, not bad. You can't do any kind of e-commerce unless you go up to the $30 per month plan. But let's look at this bookings. So on here, if you actually want to take bookings, if you're like a massage parlor, barber shop, or some kind of therapist, you can't do that without the $30 plan. But just because they have these features, it doesn't mean they're actually good, right? So that's why I recommend, whether you go with Card, Wix, Squarespace, etc., you use a third-party independent program to run things like your bookings or reservations if you're a restaurant. And the reason why is third-party programs do a better job at building the best product they can, and they're independent. So if you ever want to move on to a different website builder, you can without losing the current bookings or reservations you already have, which is crucial for customer service, right? So let's pull up a website I made for this video, and it's a barber shop. And as you can see, it looks very basic, but it has a clean, cool looking background. It has the name of the website, a little description about us, a contact us button, which will pull up if they're on their phone, they'll pull up their phone dialer, some pictures that show how we work and past work we've done, as well as a schedule appointment button. So this is what I'm referring to when I say use a third party. So if you click on it, and it pulls up our availability. So we offer 30-minute sessions. Here's our address, and the person could pick any day we have availability and select the time as well. I also like third-party ones because they bring you to a different website, and this will look a lot better on a mobile phone than you would if you try to squish everything onto your normal website. It could accommodate it, like you can embed it down here at the bottom, but I wouldn't recommend that. I always like doing things on a separate page when it does calendars. Another quick thing I want to point out is on that architecture firm down at the bottom, they were missing a contact form for like newsletters and such. But I have one on mine because I think you should use your website as a future sales tool. This way you could email people more often when they're not even thinking of you and maybe convince them to come buy something from you later on. But as you can see, I have a typo. I'm missing the word off. And that's really easy to fix. So I could just go up to my editing page, click on it, and over here, change it to off, click done. And that's all you gotta do. So everything on this web page is kind of in these grids, and they're just using this add button to add them. So you could add anything you want. So if you want to go for a third-party one for bookings, I recommend Calendly. And in my description, I have a link for their 14-day trial. It's free for you. I just get a small commission from them as a thank you for referring somebody to them. So how does this stack up against a Wix website? So here is a hair salon called Westfolk. This is a real, actual hair salon, and it looks pretty good. I think it looks fine for a Wix website. It's very similar to ours. It's got more of a white color. These are real people. And you can click Book Now, and again, it goes to a third party. They're using what's called Gloss Genius, and that's a point of sale service for hair salons, barbershops, etc. So they're using a third party too, even though they're using a Wix website. Real quickly, I want to show you a comparison of Squarespace and Card for restaurants and taking reservations instead of bookings because they're slightly different. So this is a Squarespace website for a Michelin star restaurant. So I'm going to assume they put in thousands of dollars to make sure this looks very good for their expensive clientele. And they do have a reservation button, and if you click on it, it's going to a third party. But a comparable one on Card is this one here. So you can also book a table, you can see the menu, and scroll the website and see how it's very good. Now this is a burger joint, so it's not high-end clientele, so it's not going to be as fancy looking, but you could book a table right here, meet the chefs, see some beautiful pictures, and down in the footer they have all the important information I mentioned that customers expect you to have. If you want to do DoorDash or have people order online, you could just have a link on here to DoorDash. Everybody's on their phone anyway, so when they click the order online, they'll open up the DoorDash app on their phone. I didn't just make this video about websites. I also want to mention how social media has become the homepage and your website is now the checkout line. The reason why is social media is great for free marketing. It allows you to connect personally with your customers, and if you're a small starting business, you can easily outcompete the big billion-dollar companies. And I have a case study to show you regarding that. So I want to show you Raymer & Flanigan. They're a billion-dollar company. They're, I believe, national, and I'm pretty sure they still do commercials daily on regular TV. I haven't watched it in a long time, so I'm not sure. But this is their Instagram account. And they have 90,000 followers. But if you look at the engagement on their posts, they're very, very bad. They get 2 on this one, 5, 21. But let's look at a local company that knows how to use social media to get better engagement and allows them to compete against a billion-dollar company. So this is Lake Effect Furniture here in Buffalo, New York. They only have 15,000 followers, so that's about a little bit more than 15%, so way less. And then this post here says, tag someone that measures like this. I've done it, I'm sure you've done it. So it's funny, right? It grabs your attention right away. 136 they got on this one. This one, 911. That is way better than what Raymer & Flanigan's got. And this allows this small company to get more sales leads for them that Raymer & Flanigan wish they could have. And that is why I think it's more important to spend more time on your social media than your website, and why Card is a great way to do that. All right, so real quick, I also want to show you, no matter what website builder you go with, make sure you get a domain from Namecheap.com. Your domain is the www. So this is Namecheap.com. And if you look, mine is this weird thing, .card.co. You don't want that. You want something professional looking like the Squarespace websites and the Wix ones. So go to Namecheap.com, and it only costs you $7 your first year, and it's $15 a year after that to get a better domain. Wix and Squarespace, they include it for free your first year, but after that you have to pay, and I think it's $20 per year. So this is a cheaper option, and it allows you to separate the two and keep them independent in case you ever want to move on from Wix or Squarespace as well. Let's talk cost now. As I mentioned, Card's only $20 per year, and Wix and Squarespace are $17 for the minimum, but if you want those other features built in, you have to go up to the $29 per plan, and you have to also get that separate Namecheap or pay their domain fee, which is $20 per year. So all in all, when you do the math, you'll be saving between $220 to $340 per year. And when you're starting out as a new business, every dollar counts. And that's why I really like Card, because you're up and running in no time. It has everything you need. You can quickly link to third-party services, and it does all of this at a low price. If you like Card like I do, I have a link down in my description. By using my link, it's still the lowest cost to you, or you might even get a discount depending on what promo they're running, and I just get a commission from them saying thank you for referring a new customer. Now that you have your website done, you're going to want to share it with everybody, and it's very hard to do in real physical locations. So these videos here are going to walk you through how to create a QR code that does not expire and is free, as well as how to create an electronic business card that is also free. Well, the card costs like 50 cents, but the rest of it's free. So go ahead and check those videos out, as well as feel free to like and subscribe. That'll help me out as well. I'll see you in the next one.